Hello, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, I am Alan. This is Alan Reacts, my little corner of the YouTube world. A song I know, so it's not a reaction. This is part of my musical journey, looking back at songs I remember being a teenage boy in the 70s, mid-70s, early 70s, mid-70s, and sort of talking about them now. What do they mean to you? What do they mean to me? What memories do you have of it? What little bits did I find out? What do I know? What do you know? Etc. So yes, I'm kind of reacting, but sort of post-puberty, if you like, which can be very different. So this is Jefferson Airplane, Somebody to Love, not their song, not their original song. We'll get into that. It's only 2 minutes and 58, guys, so stick with me. Let's get on with it.
When the truth is found to be lies, and all the joy within you dies, don't you want somebody to...
Grace Slick, what a voice. And go listen to White Rabbit and Jefferson Airplane fans. I'm just preaching to the converted, but if this is your first time, she's just got that voice. Now, originally written by Darby Slick, performed by Great Society, but when Grace Slick joined Jefferson, they released it on Surrealistic Pillows. This was, I think, their first single in early February 67, followed by White Rabbit in June 67. Now, NME talked about this and the US Billboard articles. This shot them, this led them in that San Francisco, that sort of 67, that, I guess, cultural revolution era. These were the leaders out of the San Francisco Bay Area, sort of that LA area, I suspect, as well. It's just a great sound. Let's pull it back to Bingham. She's just got such a voice.
When the truth is found to be lies, and all the joy within you dies, don't you want somebody to love? Don't you need somebody to love?
So she's talking about need somebody to love. When the truth is found to be lies. Cool, that's when you wake up in your house and your wife's in the sitting room with someone else and you didn't know, but they've been there for a week. So she's absolutely just going to pull the rug from under you. Or you can wake up as a wife and your husband's in the sitting room with the plumber. It's a brave new world, said Aldous Huxley. So don't you want somebody to love? Don't you need somebody to love? I always have the lyrics here, guys. That's the chorus. That's a mantra. That's the hook. That's the mantra. Yeah, don't you want? And it's got that tremble in the voice as if it's like a real expectancy, like you got to get this message. Love it.
Wouldn't you love somebody to love? You better find somebody to love. Love. When the garden flowers, baby, are dead, yes, and your mind is so full of bread.
Can't you hear that dystopian fuzz-driven electric guitar? It really, and Grace Slick's voice, that intensity, it's kind of letting you know this is some serious stuff. Yeah, this is something you really should be aware of. I love it. And it's of that era, you know, civil rights, Vietnam, you're being let down by the world, so you need somebody to love. Not Freddie Mercury's song, which is a great song, and we'll come to that another time. Just love that intensity.
Don't you want somebody to love? Don't you need somebody to love? Wouldn't you love somebody to love? You better find somebody to love. Your eyes, I say, your eyes may look like his. Yeah, but in your head, baby, I'm afraid you don't know where it is.
So they're pushing that progressive psychedelic era sound with that fuzz-driven guitar. And when you say somebody to love, it's of that era. Anybody, it doesn't matter what gender you are, just be in love and find that person. That's the message. So whatever applies to you, apply it. That's what they're saying in the song. They're not telling you what you should do. They're telling you something you need to do. Find somebody to love in an era where everything seemed out of place. It's Great.
Don't you want somebody to love? Don't you need somebody to love? Wouldn't you love somebody to love? You better find somebody to love. Tears are running, they're all running down your dress. And your friends, baby, they treat you like a guest. Don't you want somebody to love? Don't you need somebody to love? Wouldn't you love somebody to love? You better find somebody to
Two minutes 58 of fusion, a bit of rock, bit of progressive, beautiful vocals, great songwriting. 2 minutes 58 meant it could fly up the charts. Rolling Stone loaded it for Grace's energy and the vocals, capturing the defined era of the 60s. This was going to be 67, so you're looking at the summer of love in San Francisco, that West Coast revolution that was going on at that time. Great song. Let me know what you think, guys. Join in. Take care. It's Alan.